Hi, welcome back to the channel. TrainStation2. Alright, we got the fourth in this second competition, and this mini event has ended. Use all those rewards coins to claim my legendary, as well as to spend some for the gold parts. So that's the end for this mini event. It's relatively short, and of course, as I mentioned in my previous video, I count myself lucky if I'm able to maintain in the fourth positions, given the fact that the first three are really jammers and they could have a very good head start before that. So that's it. End of the day, I managed to get about 10 over 1,000 of those gold coins, and I spent 10,000 hoping for a legendary train that complete the Netherlands collection itself. But then soon I realized the mistake I made. Apparently that missing train is not in that so-called gold train container. Alright, so that's quite silly of me. Apparently wasting my 10,000 onto a duplicate legendary. But that's it. I could have actually better utilized those 10,000 onto all the gold parts. I think even if I dismantled that duplicate legendary, it's just going to get me like probably slightly more than half that what I ought to get. So as usual, we will try my best to basically put in the same passengers, like for example going to Paris, and then we try to basically hit the same town along the way. But again, I think it's like a bit of unfortunate there. Sometimes it's really randomized. You don't know where the town will be closest to you. For this case, I thought I would be lucky, given the fact that Paris is basically in the middle, and I'm short of one ticket. So it's really funny. We are just short of one ticket, and otherwise we could have claimed another couple of hundreds. Probably can exchange for another set of gold parts as well. But again, like I said, this mini event is totally gone. So there we are, claiming those additional from getting fourth positions, and of course, like I said, I managed to claim a legendary. Alright, so that's the most of the coins spent on there, and of course the balance I just put into gold parts. The number of passengers left, you can see really a lot of them. Fortunately, they can't go to where they ought to. Fortunately, because I didn't really spend a lot of effort and gems into this event. So, like I wish to send them to their destinations, we couldn't do so because there's only limited to 3 passengers per trip, unless unlock more spots, more seats using those gems. But you can see actually, if you notice, the passengers are all from your owner picture. So this is relatively interesting find. So you can see that more small contracts and big contracts are driving us crazy. Tons of work needs to be done in order to get those small contracts or big contracts completed. And of course, I just short a little bit. Definitely we better do that. The fact that still got a couple of jobs to be done. Like all events, once the events ended, you can't have any more jobs generated, and you just got to do your balance. So for this scenario, basically, is that you just got to do the remaining jobs to get the tickets and eventually send the train. Based on this calculation, we have 4 tickets, and we can't reach Paris. We are short of 1. Really unfortunate. There isn't any avenue for us to get an additional ticket. So I'm just gonna make do best what we can get from this event, and rest of it, if there's any balance or small change, I'm gonna change it to those metal keys, and that's about it. So that's the end of this very dreadful, confusing event. Most of us hated this event. It's a totally new game play in a way. But I think not too bad. If you think it another way around, apparently Pixel Federation trying to be innovative, trying to give us a new gameplay to refresh. It has been playing for this game for about 2 years or plus, and it's really boring sometimes because it's just repetitive, and they just change a bit of user interface, and they use back exactly the same thing. Most of the time, the events they're using recycle information, especially recycling events, exactly the same. Sometimes that things I don't really like will be the Christmas event. It should be more Christmas themey, but it's not that Christmas theme anymore. So things like that. That's about TrainStation2. But again, strategize your moves, how to do resource prioritization, etc. Still applies regardless how they change. But of course, along the way, I believe from the forum or some people tend to have some certain way of playing, they will plug those gaps, because those are the gaps that lets you win, and that's what Pixel Federation doesn't really like it, because they would like you to spend real money in order to win by buying gems. So people like us who's trying to game the system by doing starting late, etc. They're trying to plug that gap. That even in this competition is a very good example. I tried my best to delay as long as possible, but I'm been joined into the groups automatically. So I was like 900 to near to 1,000 points difference from the first guy. So it's almost impossible to deploy that late strategy. I would still say that start late, not too late, between 10 hours. I think that's fine. Why you don't avoid joining the competition on the onset, i.e. the immediately when the competition is open, you enter it? It's because those are the enthusiasts. Basically, they spend real money to buy gems. So there's no way you can get probably top 5. So but if you select slightly later, you may miss that group. But again, that said, Pixel Federation may plug that gap and would have already deployed us into the specific group already on the onset. The other thing I noticed is that, which I'm trying to delay as much as possible, is once you hit 500, you will be joined together with groups of deals up to 699. I'm not too sure whether have they split it up, i.e. 500 to 599, but apparently they are trying to group everyone together once it's above 500. So that again, I think there are plus and minus in a way. By right, those of the lower levels should be treated better, but may not be the case. The fact that people are really enthusiastic about this game, they will reach 699, and you'll be fighting with people like that in your group, and there's no way I think able to get top 5 again. So it'd be a bit dreadful to go to the next 500 level and move on to the next region because of that reason. I'm trying to delay as much as possible, but again, I'm already at 480. Very soon we'll be crossing to another region, and I think the final destination so far, which is just opened up a couple of months ago, Japan, that'll be the final one, which will reach 699. So if you're in the early regions, enjoy the most out of this game, because those are the easiest of all, especially region 1 and 2. Once you hit region 3, slightly tougher, you grumble a bit, but you will not grumble much until you reach region 5, 6. Yeah. So all the best to you in the next events. Thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe. Goodbye.